top management staff of the University of Lagos, as well as heavyweights from the private sector, gather at the J.F. Adeajayi Auditorium for the annual lecture for the 2023-2024 academic session of the School of Postgraduate Studies. The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Folashade Ogunshola, sets the tone for the lecture by identifying the role of the School of Postgraduate Studies.
We ask you to join us as we seek to achieve this dream. In closing, I again extend my deepest gratitude to our distinguished guests and partners, to our distinguished keynote speaker, Mr. Olani Yusuf, to Dr. John Momo for their presence and their inspiring leadership. I want to thank in particular the organizing committee for your dedication and for all that you went through to make today possible. I want to thank ahead of time all of you that have taken time to come here. I thank you for being here, and I'm looking forward to your continued support. Once again, welcome to the 2024 Annual School of Postgraduate Lecture. May this event ignite your passion for discovery and propel us all forward towards contributing our bit to developing our great nation and to attainment of the SPGS dream.
Chairman of the occasion and Chairman, Channels Media Group, Dr. John Momo, OON, speaks on what postgraduate education is all about.
Postgraduate education in Nigeria represents the zenith of our academic pursuits. It is where we cultivate advanced knowledge, critical thinking, and the expertise needed to tackle the complex problems of our society. Yet, for this education to truly contribute to national development, it must, repeat, must, strong emphasis, it must be closely linked to the political realities and the needs of our economy. The private sector, as the engine of economic growth, innovation, and job creation, is a critical partner in its endeavor.
Education is the most powerful weapon.
On his part, the guest lecturer and chairman of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Mr. Olani Yusuf, first points out the missing link between the academia and the private sector.
There's a level of mistrust between the private sector and the public sector, or between the private sector and the academia. And I think that mistrust is really what we need to find a way to overcome. There's a perennial funding constraint, and Nigeria is a nation where there's always funding constraints, so in any sector. And so education will not be unique.
Next, he identifies Nigeria as a country in need and prefers some solutions on how the partnership between town and gown can help in solving the country's problems.
The first is we need to create an ecosystem of different actors, of different operators, and we need to do it in a deliberate manner. So it's not opportunistic. It's something we need to be deliberate about and say, who are those that we need to make our education system, to make the collaboration between the private sector and the academia to be more beneficial. And let's deliberately seek them out and bring them to form that ecosystem. So we don't leave it to chances, but we go out deliberately to make it happen. So it's got to be intentional. I've got to focus on collaboration of different actors. And if you start by having a shared vision of what is possible and what we would like to achieve.
With the successful hosting of the 2024 annual lecture by the University of Lagos School of Postgraduate Studies, it is believed that solutions proffered by different speakers here will be implemented in order to put Nigeria on the path of sustainable growth.